so we're back. We've got my current driver that I've been playing for a while, TSi3. A lot of questions about the new Titleist lineup and how it compares, so we're going to do that today. So we're going to try.
Everybody liked the iron lineup we did.
Exactly.
Let's do a comparison with the drivers.
Yeah, and this is something that I play, so I've got some pretty good feels with it.
Specifically, people want to see TSR3,
exactly.
Let's let you rip that one as well.
We'll compare it, yeah. So, and again, just quick, we're going to go over kind of what I have in here. Acura TZ5 60 M5 in my TSi3 head. We're going to hit this a few times, get some baseline numbers, and then we're going to probably hit the TSR3 and then hit TSR4. And we'll
so keep in mind, this is essentially a pre-fit driver. This is what Marc we've fit him into. The TZ5 is essentially, it's very, very similar to the Ventus Black when people, and we're talking the good one with Velocore, so when people are looking for Ventus, this is what we use to compare, and it performs the same way. It's in the same profile.
For sure.
So it's for fast people. Very low launch, very low spin. Marc's got to get a little warm here. He's moving slowly.
That's why I like this driver though, just to kind of, you guys will see the numbers there. I hit that dead out of the toe, but it geared back for me. It still carried almost 280 and went 310. So
also, we're at the old course, so if you miss this fairway, you're a complete bloody idiot.
And I know that because I've been there.
Yeah, you have.
Ooh, that was a little left on me.
Yeah, a little heely.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, your body ain't moving so hot today, is it?
No, I just need a few more swings to get loose. I'll be fine.
All right.
I'll be fine.
Like your low end is usually my top speed. So,
all right.
Yeah, so this would be good though, because a lot of people are wondering about the Titleist series of woods. They're very, very good. We've done some stuff on them in the past, but we're going to kind of dive in specifically for fast people today with TSi3, TSR3, and then if you really want to hit knuckleballs, then you go to the TSR4 for you high spin people. So, okay.
Right. Let me actually hit one here.
Yeah, give me a good one here. How about you hit the club face?
Okay. There you go.
Done.
Feeling better?
Okay.
That's better. That's more normal.
Yeah, so nice high knuckleball. TrackMan didn't totally pick up spin there, but that's probably pretty accurate.
I think so. That's pretty good.
God, if I could carry a 295. Okay, so fuck me, those numbers hurt my feelings. You're not even swinging that fast yet. But so one of the things about Marc is he's very optimal from a driver perspective. Smash factor's 1.49. Remember, this is the old driver, so this is TSi3.
Yeah.
Carry 295. Smash is great. Spin's great. If you could do that all day long, golf is so easy.
I've always gotten a lot out of this driver, and that's why I always go back to it, is because like, even though I normally do swing it faster than some of the other products, but even when I'm not swinging it fast, to get 295 carry out of something, that's a lot for me. So
I've never done that one time ever in my whole life.
I'm sure you have down at the mountain. Okay, so I'm getting warmer, which is nice. So I'm gonna try, and I want to hit that TSR3 now, just because I'm fresh with it.
Okay, that one felt okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're switching again, same shaft, same everything.
Yeah.
We're just switching from TSi3 to TSR3.
For me feels very comfortable. It feels like home to me.
What's it set at? Standard?
Just standard. It's very neutral driver head, so it doesn't sit one way or another a ton. If you hook it, you hook it. If you fade it, you fade it. So for me, I like that because unfortunately I have the ability to hit all those shots. I like to know when I'm doing it, so it gives me better feedback.
I might need something to get this out.
Yeah, here, just give us 1 second here. Okay, so this one's 9 now, so I'll prove it that I'm not just making
So we've gone from TSi3 9-degree head to TSR3 9-degree head, same shaft. That didn't suck.
No, told you.
That didn't suck even a little bit.
No.
So ball speed 170, I did that once, and then I needed a chiropractor.
So that was pretty good. I mean,
it carried 301, totaled 331.
I'll take that for sure.
That is a knuckleball, 1700 spin. So just so you guys know, 1700 spin is super low.
Yeah.
Now Marc hits up at it very well. I'm like level, like 0 or 1. That was 6.5 up.
Yeah, I'm way more like that.
Like if you hit that and I'm fitting you, We're done here.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I mean,
peace out.
The thing for this thing is
Holy
like
moly.
what I've noticed for the last 2 generations of new Titleist drivers is they launch higher and they spin a little bit less. So if you're that guy that does need that spin to come down and your launch to go up, which who doesn't really want that, it's a great product. And I found, like, for me, actually part of the reason why I've stayed with TSi3 is because I spin it a little bit more. And as much as this is a great product, and I will play it, it's nice to have a little bit more spin for me at my delivery, because then if I tow one, it doesn't drop down to 1200, it stays at 2000 or so. But I'll show you one more here.
Yeah, give me another one, and then we can really hit some knuckleballs with the 4.
That's gonna go forever. Yeah, so there's one. Okay, so it misread spin on that one.
Does TrackMan have a tough time reading this head for some reason?
I don't know. It normally doesn't. But.
Yeah.
All right, let me give you one more. Yeah, exactly.
So fast.
Okay, I gave you one more because that was a little.
Yeah, you didn't quite get a read there.
Yeah. That should be pretty low. Yeah, so there's a little low draw.
So yeah, so your issue, which is kind of rare, we know a few people that have this issue though.
Yeah.
You actually don't spin it enough.
No.
So everybody wants low spin, but you get to a point where, like, spin is your friend if it's optimal. When it gets too low, the ball falls out of the sky.
Yeah.
You also have to keep in mind spin isn't just backspin, it's total spin. So it accounts for backspin and side spin.
Yeah.
So the less backspin you have, theoretically, it's like a relation of an increased side spin, which can magnify curve left or right. So if you get those knucklers, which are great when they're just going straight up in the air, but as soon as they start turning, those knucklers end up falling out of the sky, not carrying trouble, you know, like it's just, and I struggle with that a lot.
That's the issue, right?
Yeah.
Like, if that spun a little bit, and, like, admittedly, not my best swing, right? It was not great.
But it's real.
Yeah, but Matt will know that, like, I very, 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 very rarely do that on the golf course with what I'm playing, because my miss is more of this, like, kind of pushy, fadey shot that spins a little bit too much, because normally it's low to the heel.
Yeah. So most people don't struggle with spin.
No.
Marc is one of those people, and really it's like, hey, why haven't you upgraded to the... It's pounded. Why haven't you upgraded to the TSR3? And it's because you don't spin it enough.
That's exactly, like,
so that is newt.
There's a perfect example. So the 3 balls I've hit with this thing have all been sub 2000, which, again, for me, it's just not something that I can comfortably play.
Yeah.
Just because of that. The head shape looks amazing. It feels great. It's fast as hell off the face. I swing it as fast as anything. I get great ball speeds, but my spin is very, very low. So theoretically, yes, if you were smart, you'd go, Marc, play the 10-degree head. I don't like looking at the 10-degree head, and I know that sounds vain, but I'm just very particular with certain things.
It doesn't fit your eye, and I mean, we just showed, we put an 8-degree in there by accident because we couldn't really see because the studio lights are so bloody bright, and you hit it like a jackass.
I can't hit it.
So go to the 9-degree and you flushed it.
And that's one of those things that when you're talking to your fitter too, you might have a couple of things that you go, okay, I can't play this because I know, but you have to know that. I mean, I know over the last 20 years of my golf career that too much loft or too little loft is the bane of my driver swing. So that's where this is just something that I've stayed away from so far this year, just because of spin rates. But most of you guys don't hit up on it 5+ degrees like I do, and don't create that low spin loft with driver. So it's actually going to be a benefit for you. You're going to launch a little bit higher, you're going to spin it less. So we're now going to switch gears. We're going to hit TSR4.
TSR4. So there's been some people asking about this. TSR4 is not as popular a driver, mainly because it's for fast people generally. It's a smaller head.
For sure.
So it's a little less forgiving theoretically because the head's smaller. Titleist has done a good job. I mean,
it's gotten more forgiving for sure by a lot.
I had one of the old TSR4s and yeesh.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, if you buttoned it, it was great. If you didn't,
915 D4 was one of the first ones that I laid my eyes on in person. And a beautiful shape, and it's like what TS3 looks like now, or TSR3, but now TSR4 is an additionary product to their 1, 2, 3, 4 lineup, which basically it gets a little bit more. It gets a little more forgiving this year, and also with the addition of the movable weights in there, you can make it a 3.5, which is what everyone says or talks about. So you can make it in between the two, right? So
actually, let me make sure I've got this set up. So we have it set up 9-degree head again. So everything that Marc's hitting is a 9-degree head.
Exactly. I'm gonna show you the difference. So obviously, like peak height, generally, I would argue that outside I'd probably hit it 100 to 120 feet. When my spin's really low, there's a great example of like there's 100 feet of peak height. So I think generally for me, this would be something that if someone was fitting me, they would say, hey, you should probably try this because it will knock down flight a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and just make sure that I swing it like I swung the other drivers and see what we get out of it, because that's...
So right now we have this set at knuckleball, knuckleball, knuckleball.
Forward. Yeah, so that's just how the TSR3 comes.
Weight forward in the sole, light one in the heel.
Yeah.
I would hit this 6 feet off the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not something that I think you're gonna have a lot of success with.
Oh, by the way, a lot of people who spin it a lot, they think, oh, I need a stiffer shaft.
Yeah, no.
You got to be very careful with that. Generally, that'll actually work against you.
Try this guy.
All right, give me something here. That was buttoned, wasn't it?
That was nice. Really high launch too.
Surprised actually how quickly that got up.
Okay, look,
a hair slower. Holy balls. So that's no spin. So, okay, first off, 113 club head speed. So it's moving at a pretty good clip. That's actually slow for Marc, but
is a little slow for
he's been a little banged up lately.
Yeah. Some shit.
160, almost 169 ball, 299 carry. This is the number that would worry me.
Yeah.
The efficiency is great, 149, which is 149, 150. It's like perfect.
Yep.
1584, so 1600 RPM spin.
Yeah.
Is so low.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a missile, but yikes.
If that ball, that ball, my face was 0.5 degrees closed. The ball curved 1 foot left, so I hit that pretty close to the center. It does not feel like, unless I hit a cut, that I can keep this ball in the air. And I think for me, it's like, that's kind of a comfort zone thing that I like to be able to kind of hit a push draw. Not that I always want to hit that shape, but it's a comfort zone thing for me.
Do you have a little speed in you today? Can you give me a fast one?
Sure, yeah, I can give you a fast one.
Let's see it.
Don't
be a bitch.
I'm gonna try and cut.
Don't be a bitch.
That's faster.
Okay, there it's just like that. There's 117. Oh, my Lord.
That was pretty
There's
good.
117 at 12 degree launch, 172 and a bit ball speed, 302 carry, like nuked.
Yeah.
1950 spin, which actually that's probably optimal.
Better for sure. I mean,
like
if
at
I
that
could
launch
it a little higher, you need to. 12, you'd be 22. So if I can get like 14 out of this.
Gimme.
All right,
let's add some. Oh, you want to smack it again?
Yeah,
I just want to see if we can get the spin up a bit.
If I can do that. Oh, that's as high as I've ever launched a ball.
That is, it's like, it looked like a pop fly. Like, I know you didn't quite flush it.
Well, no,
you did.
I did.
It was
delivered
weird.
so much loft.
115 speed, 14 and a half launch, 173 ball. Generally, keep in mind, the higher you launch it, the lower your ball speed will be, generally.
Yeah. That's an interesting one too, because that curved quite a bit right. I tried to hit a bit of a cut, but my low point went to 12 degrees back there. So I was trying to launch that thing in the air, and that's why, if you go back 2 minutes in this video, that's why I like looking at more loft. Because when I look and hit something like that, I know it's not getting in the air. I just go like that, right?
Yeah.
Which, for me, it's like, okay, I'm used to it, I can do it, but it's not something that I want to have to do all the time. And I think that's where there's your answer. But it feels ridiculously stable. It does not feel like
I'm surprised because like that. Here, let's just tweak it a bit. Yeah. Let's try and give you a bit more spin. I'm gonna switch the weights,
because that's like wide open face, as much loft as I can deliver. And
so you want me to add loft as well?
Give me a little bit, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, you can swap the weights for me and see what that does. Yeah.
Okay.
Swap those weights for me. So
right, so I switched the weights.
Yeah.
So now the weights at the back, theoretically, that should help get launch up a hair.
A little bit more spin.
Should give you a little bit more spin. Same 9 degree loft, same shaft, same everything. So smack it.
Oh, that feels way better.
That
feels way better.
Magoo.
That feels way better.
Okay, so now 115 speed, 13 and a half launch without you scooping it.
And there's 2,000 spin.
So, wow, that's
that
really
was way.
good.
That felt,
you may have just found a new gamer.
Yeah, that felt tremendous.
You see the difference just by putting the weight back. There's a huge difference in launch.
Difference,
so that carried 309.
Yeah. So the other one I was really trying to launch that. Okay, my low point was pretty far back, but I wasn't trying to launch that one super high.
Give me one more.
And it kicked up.
Give me one more
good.
fast, real fast.
I can do.
Nobody wants to watch this anymore. They probably do. Nobody wants to watch me swing at 108. They want to watch you swing at 1.
All right, let me give you one that's
Give me like one. Give me a high teens at least. Don't hurt yourself. I know you're a little banged up, but
I'm fine.
Let's see something fast. Come on.
All right.
God, I wish I could do that even one time in my life.
There you go. Not bad there. I'll take that. 170 mid-teens ball speed. It's been 149 every time. 149.
Yeah, 149
once.
Yes, like I mean, that's really good.
Really good.
Again,
definitely an option if you're looking at TSR3.
Yeah. So here, people want to know the recap of this lineup. So. Yeah. We're just talking the 3s, and then we threw the 4 in for even lower spin. The 2 is a little more forgiving, more spin. We're talking 3s right now. TSi3, so the previous model, very, very good driver.
For sure.
A little bit more spin compared to TSR3.
Launches a bit lower, spins a little bit more.
Spins a little more. So TSR3 is a little higher, a little less spin. Yeah. TSR3 is a little lower launch, a little more spin.
And then when you go into the 4, that's when you drop off the planet, right?
Yeah.
You got minimal spin. Obviously, there's an adjustable angle here that you can switch those weights, but it is very, very low spin, very stable.
So if for some reason you're in love with the TS4, that's something where we're probably getting hot melts and doing some other things
Move the CG a little bit in this head, because I mean it looks great. It honestly it feels tremendous. It looks like it feels like I can kind of hit any golf shot with it too, which is nice. And that's what I've always liked about the Titleist head shapes, is they always look friendly to my eye. But yeah, this is a great product. It's definitely something that I think a lot of faster, higher spin guys are going to gravitate towards, because it's so much more forgiving. I was not swinging at my best today, but it really felt like I could keep it on the planet and still hit it pretty long out there. So it's definitely something that I'm going to look at, and I think you guys should too. So thanks.
There you go.
Cool.